Welcome to the Silverwood Show, where every episode is a roller coaster ride of fun and excitement. I'm your host, Sara Jean, and I'm ready to take you on a loop-de-loop journey through the world of theme parks. Hold on tight as we dive into the twists and turns of your favorite attractions. Whether you're a thrill seeker or more of a lazy river fan, we've got something to keep your adrenaline pumping and spirits soaring. So buckle up, because this podcast is one wild ride you won't want to miss. Well, welcome to episode 5 of the Silverwood Show podcast. This is Sara Jean. I am the PR manager here at Silverwood, and I'm with the infamous Jordan Carter, the director of marketing.
Infamous, isn't that more like for villains?
I mean, notorious?
Okay.
I think infamous.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I did play Dynamite Dan this year on the train, so
exactly.
Infamous actually might work.
100%. And you were great at it.
Thanks.
Great at it. Totally great at it. He's fast, and he's tall.
I've
tall?
Learned.
He's tall.
I'm not tall. I'm average.
No, he's tall. Two things that we know about Jordan. But why don't we get to know each other a little bit more for those who haven't been listening, and then we'll get into a lot of listener questions this week because we've wrapped up the season. Scarywood's over, Silverwood's over, and the public wants to know a lot of different things. So you guys wrote in, and we're going to basically focus this episode on what you want and giving you the answers that you've been craving.
Well, we're going to attempt to give the answers,
okay,
right?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Because I'm going to be asking Sara Jean these questions. She's been here since July.
Now, I did grow up in the area.
So we're going to test her knowledge to see how good she knows us, and I'll correct her if she's wrong. So
there's going to be a lot of correction.
We'll see how it goes.
This isn't my evaluation, is it?
We will see.
My job depends on this, you guys. So wish me luck. But before we do that, let's kind of do a little round of question and answer. Should we just both answer?
Let's both answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you. It is the month of gratitude. We're in November. So what are you most grateful for from the 2024 season?
The 2024 season. I think I am very grateful for just the amount of people that showed up and enjoyed their time out here with our new expansion, the Emerald Forest. That was a really cool moment to see everybody run in and experience that for the first time. And I also am grateful for Scarywood and just how that went, and that we had really good weather for Scarywood.
Gosh,
so very grateful for that. Very grateful for August having no smoke.
No smoke season.
It was
that
amazing.
Never happens.
We had the best August we've ever had because of weather. So there's a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm grateful to be here. I mean, it's one of those kind of dream come true kind of things, you know, and we've talked about a little bit behind the scenes of how things have kind of come really full circle for me. Being a kid that played with marble works her whole entire life, wanting to be a clown when I grew up, and I had an obsession with Garfield. So it almost seems just so fitting that here I am, you know, working at Silverwood. And so it was wonderful. But aside from that, so grateful to be able to be a part of something that contributes to the community the way that Silverwood does, and getting to be a part of delivering those donation checks and seeing the smiles on everyone's faces. I mean, this brings so much joy, you know, to everybody, whether it be through the donations, through just the park and the fun and the memories and
the smiles. I think that's what everybody who works here, they live for, is those smiles.
Exactly.
And screams.
And I was just going to say, and
October.
the screams as well, because I live for that 100%. But so, okay, lots to be grateful for this year. And so imagine we had to add a month onto the season. Would you rather do a month of Scarywood in November or a month of Silverwood in April?
Personally, I would rather, out of those two options, add a month in April.
Okay.
Mostly because everybody's excited heading into the season, and then everybody's very tired heading out of the season.
Yeah.
So a month of November, right now, sitting in November, sounds not fun.
No, and cold.
But could I add a third option?
You can, yeah. What's that?
A month of December. So that would be my dream. I would love to have a month of December of Christmas at Silverwood.
Oh my gosh. Can I know I'm not supposed to agree with you, but I think I'm going to agree with you because, oh my gosh, imagine this place dusted in snow, the train. Yeah. Oh my gosh, a snow ride on the train. There's so many oh my goodness. Do rides run in the snow?
Not well.
Okay.
Not well. They can.
Okay.
But the train would be the highlight of that.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
And Main Street decorated in Christmas
Christmas
lights.
lights. And there's so
fluffy
many
reindeer.
options. Yes, we would love to
Okay.
do December. But this is just a hypothetical question.
Obviously,
I know.
yeah.
I know we can dream.
Yeah.
We can dream and we can dream.
And the guests can dream too and let us know so we could
we would love
forward
to
the
hear
info.
your ideas. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
let us know.
We can get that direct line going.
There you go. Podcast at silverwoodthemepark.com. Send us all of your comments, questions, so on and so forth. And the next question, since we are...
It's a good transition.
It is, right? It really is. We're going to go sledding because snow is just about to hit. I mean, it's any single
Please wait
day.
till after Thanksgiving.
I know, right? But I kind of want it this year. I just moved from Arizona, so that's where I was. So I am so ready for some fresh pow pow. But would you rather take a sled? Oh, wait. If you could take a sled down any roller coaster in the snow, which would it be?
Any roller coaster?
Yes.
Okay.
So since they don't run, say we could just put like a sled.
Yeah,
like a
I
toboggan.
would say for safety reasons, I would go down a wood coaster.
Probably true, yes.
But I think probably Tremors.
Okay.
It's a little taller,
Yeah.
a little steeper.
Yeah.
Has some nice hills. You probably would catch some serious air.
Yeah.
But that would probably be my pick.
Okay. Eagle hunt.
Well, okay. You're talking water park.
It's still a water coaster. It's a coaster.
Okay.
Coaster.
Sure. Yes. What would you do with the covered parts?
You'd be going through them.
With what snow?
Well, it would be ice because I turn on the water and I'd let it freeze, and then we'd do a little ice luge.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, then I think Avalanche Mountain would be up there.
Yeah.
That would be really
That
fun.
would be kind of fun. Maybe we should do this.
Well, if it was safe, yes.
It is the off season. I
know.
mean, we'll get into that later too. But
We've maybe talked about it once or twice.
Really?
Oh, we've talked about it every year when it snows and we're out here and we're looking at those water slides. Like, man, could we take a sled down there?
Yes.
And I'm sure there's people that have done it.
wrap me in bubble wrap. Give me a helmet. I will be your guinea pig this year.
Okay.
And we'll report back. How's that?
This
Okay,
might be
I digress.
a one-person podcast after
right?
that.
No kidding. You can take the reins. You'll be fine. You'll be
Okay.
fine. So, well, let's get into our park pulse.
Park Pulse.
Scarywood, we're all wrapped up. You got anything to say about this amazing, amazing season?
Yeah, I have a lot to say. I
Yeah.
think there's so many things that went well with Scarywood this year. The new edition of the swine was very well received. We had actually 8,000 more people go through that haunt than any other haunt that we had.
Wow.
So very well received. We learned a lot from that. So
Yes,
we
we
will
did.
be making some changes for the next season that I think will be improve the experience. We had, as far as surveys go, it was our most satisfied year from a guest perspective by
We
like
love hearing
9%,
that.
which is
Oh, wow,
awesome.
that's
That's a big
huge.
percentage point. And from a guest side, it was our scariest year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We had some
very
great
happy
haunters.
with that. Oh, amazing,
my
amazing haunters. And anywhere from their 12th, 13th season to their first season, there was a lot of good scares. We do our end of season scary wood party. So we actually did it last week, our end of season scary wood party, and
Some
we
awards.
had 220 people showed up for it.
my
So it was a
gosh.
big party.
That's huge.
And Silverwood, our food and beverage team, catered it, which was amazing. So thank you, food and beverage. And we gave out patches, all of our patches that we've talked about for the last couple of weeks.
urination
The
patch.
urination patch. Fresh meat, which is our rookie of the year
Okay.
patch. So yeah, that's the Scarywood wrap up. We gave out 945 patches.
How many urination
We
patches?
gave out 180 of them.
Oh my! So 180 people peed their pants.
Well, more than that. But yes, 180 people won that patch.
What's the most pants peeing? I don't know how I would say that correctly that we've had in a season. Like, how many patches?
I
Like,
don't know
what's
how
the-
you can verify that, but there's some people that say like 35 times, which I know when I'm out there scaring, I mean, it's a very common thing to someone to say that I just peed my
just peed my
pants.
pants. Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's not uncommon.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would say that it happens. 100 times a night,
Yeah,
something like that.
I mean, I caught a bunch of it, even just doing scare cam stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even begin to tell you how many times I heard that. So great job, everybody. It was a wonderful Scarywood season, and next season, even better.
Better.
I don't know. How do we get better?
There's a way.
Oh, we're going to do it.
We're going to try.
Be prepared. So, Silverwood.
Silverwood, yes.
You know, we're kind of in a lull right now, but we do have something to look forward to, and that is the lowest price on tickets. And when is this happening?
Our Black Friday sale,
Okay.
that starts November 22nd, and it goes to Black Friday, so
Nice.
November 29th this year. And it is the absolute best price on tickets.
Yeah.
1-day tickets, 2-day tickets, and season passes.
Yes.
And gold passes. So if you are looking for anything for Christmas coming up right around the corner, it's going to be here before we know it. If you know that you are going to come to Silverwood next year, buy them now because they are not dated. You can come whenever. And the 2-day ticket is probably the best value because you can use it in June and then you can use it in August. But if you're coming more than 4 days, get that season pass.
Yeah. Going to save a bundle big time.
Absolutely.
So they just go to the website, right?
SilverwoodThemePark.com.
Okay. So kicking off on Friday the 22nd. Probably mark your calendar, set an alarm, the whole entire thing.
Set 2 alarms.
Maybe 3. I set like 4 every single morning.
Yeah,
That's why I walk in here like 10 minutes late every single day. Maybe I should work on that. But okay, Black Friday sale coming up, and then some other deadlines we have coming up. A lot of schools out there participating in Read to Ride. Super excited about this year. And if your school has not signed up yet, you got to let your teachers, your coordinators, everybody know November 30th is that deadline. So they got to get signed up, and we will get things rolling at the beginning of the year.
Can you explain what is Read to Ride?
Read to Ride. Basically, we've got pre-K through 6th graders who basically get to read 10 hours in their off time. Parents sign off on these hours. It can be anything from books to newspapers to comic books, not social media, not so much those kind of things, but you log those hours and your parents sign off and you give it to the teacher. And you're going to earn yourself a free pass to Silverwood this summer, which,
Get those 10 hours in, and
Yeah.
then you get that pass.
and
that
you get to be a part of the Cool Kid Club, you know? So great way to get some incentives on reading. And I actually picked up a book last night for the first time in so long. I
trying to
feel
get your free ticket?
smarter today. Like, I just, it's crazy. My brain needed that. But yeah, I kind of want that free ticket too.
There you go. Yeah,
I just want to be a
you're
part of
not-
the club.
You're older than 6th grade. Sorry.
No, I'm not. I don't act like it.
Okay. 2 different things.
So get those applications in. Just go to Silverwood, or no, not SW, read to the number
2
ride.com. So SW, read number 2 ride.com, and sign up today, and we'll get things going there. Can we talk about these donations that
the
get my
donations are
heart
so fun.
so
Yes.
warm and fluttery and happy? Tell us a little bit about it, because you've been here so many years.
We've been doing this for as long as I've been here, which
Yeah.
is 13 years. We do, in the month of September, we give a portion of all tickets to, like, the money earned for those tickets to the local food banks.
Yeah.
And so we were able to give 36,000,
something close
like
to that,
$36,000 out to the local food banks, which is awesome. So thank you, everybody who came in September, because that is so needed during the holidays, and just hearing their stories and of what they're going through with people coming to get food. People need food.
Yeah, and it's been rough this year. I got to go and kind of get a little tour of the Bonner Community Food Bank when we dropped off that check, and they luckily had kind of full shelves that day because of a huge donation that had come in. But she told me that literally the day before, it was empty.
Oof.
There was nothing. And so it's so needed. So just kind of a side note, you know, if you have anything additional, think about those food banks. Think about those local food banks. I know when I walked into Athol, it was looking pretty sparse as well. So support those local food banks, do what you can. And thank you to everybody who came out for those community appreciation weekends. $4 to every ticket. Yeah, went out to those food banks, so that's pretty cool. But we had another giant donation.
Yeah, as we get into October, it's kind of donation season
It
for
is,
us, which
and
is
we love
always
it.
so fun to just bring a big check and give it to people.
You can just see their face. Oh my gosh, the tears, so many tears. So that was $100,000 to a place that we hold very dear to our hearts. we used to know them as Children's Village. Now they are Canopy Village.
Canopy Village, yes.
And Jordan, tell us a little bit about what that is. So anyone that's not familiar with Canopy Village.
So Canopy Village is a place local that they get calls from people that have kids that need homes to take care of them, and they also do counseling service now, which is really cool. They have a boys house where they provide a room, respite care, all the above, and they're one of the only ones in the state of Idaho that still do it. And so it's a really cool organization, and it's really dear to our hearts. And that's where all the donations from the train, they go to now Canopy Village. And so the train, we raised just over $30,000. So all those
33,
guests,
I think it was like
33,000. Yeah, all those guests who put in that money, and the kids love it, and they get robbed and all that. And
so when Jordan robbed you as Dynamite Dan, that money went to a good cause.
It went to a good
just
cause.
So you know.
Yeah, Dynamite Dan didn't run off with it, even though he needed his college education.
He did. And then some. Yeah, definitely.
And then our owners, Gary and Jeannie Norton, they put in the rest of the money to get it to $100,000. And so we've done that for a number of years where it's been up at $100,000. So very thankful for everybody who donates, and then also for Gary and Jeannie for making that even $100,000, which is a really cool check to give out.
It's literally all the warm fuzzies. Those are the things that I live for. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to this community. So grateful for you in this month of November for showing up the way that you do. But, you got some questions, and I think it's time for the big drop, which is also the mail train this week.
It's doubled up.
Doubled up.
Mail train.
And so what are we going to do here? You're going to quiz me and see if I can answer these correctly, and then you're going to give the correct answer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This could get ugly. Okay.
So
don't believe anything that comes out of my mouth. Do not take that and then
Wait
come
till
up to
it's
guest
fact-checked.
services. Yeah, and be like, well, Sarah on the podcast said this, because I have no idea.
Yeah, it is. We're going to do a live fact check of Sarah. So
Okay, here we go.
very first question is from Monica. What day in May does the park open in 2025?
Oh, God. Nobody's told me this yet. I should know this. I'm going to guess May 31st.
And do we have a buzzer? We can.
Yeah,
we can
where's
put
my
a,
buzzer?
We can put a buzzer.
Okay.
No. We open the first Saturday in May.
Oh, okay.
So I believe that is the 3rd this year.
Okay.
I
I got
that's
the 3
3rd.
right.
You got the 3.
First Saturday, 31st in May, which is the 3rd.
You can spin it however you want, but you got it wrong.
Okay, I got it wrong. So Monica Fisher, don't listen to me, listen to Jordan. Okay.
Great.
Okay. So next.
Tiffany says, how does someone become a train driver at Silverwood? My husband loves trains and is retired and wants to move near Silverwood just so we can get a job there.
Well, my neighbor was a train driver for a while. He loved it.
How did they get that job?
He went to silverwoodthemepark.com and went to the employment page.
Well, close.
Okay, it's a
he
start.
went to work at silverwood.com.
Okay, yeah.
And then they applied there.
Okay.
And we open applications beginning of January 1st. We will open applications for the 2025 season. And
dreams do come true
train engineer is on there.
Engineer.
So
Yes.
it is a great job. It is a very hot job.
Yeah.
You are in a blazing hot engine, and you get to play with trains all day long.
All day long. And the coolest train ever. I mean, that steam engine number
it's pretty
7
cool.
is pretty darn cool. So, okay. So I was
work
halfway.
at silverwood.com, not silverwoodthemepark.com.
I was almost there.
You're
though.
there.
That was
You're
good.
getting there.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. All right. So Tiffany Casper, thank you for that.
Melissa, will Scarywood ever offer a day option that is more fall pumpkin patch themed for the families?
Nobody tells me anything, but I can sure tell you that I would love it. My basic, you know what, comes out big time. I want to wear my Uggs and my flannel and my leggings.
Pumpkin spice and
drink pumpkin spice, everything with my floofy earmuffs and take pictures with pumpkins and hay rides.
Yeah, that would be
Maybe some like lumberjacks and flannels that I can. Okay, I'm single.
maybe.
Can you tell?
Okay, here we go. We actually did
love
this
fall.
once.
You did?
We did this once. This was our first year of Scarywood.
Okay.
We opened during the day and did like a trick or treat type thing. And we did it that year, and then we didn't do it the next year. So part of that was just the logistics of trying to switch over the park to be more Scarywood theme. Not to say that it can't happen again.
Yeah.
I think there's lots of opportunity with
so
it, and people I
too.
think would really love it. So, Melissa, we'll put that as a maybe
just a
category.
maybe. But that's where you need to email us and let us know
Let us
that
know.
that's what you want. So
pass it
podcast at
up.
silverwoodthemepark.com. Send those in. So, I mean, I wasn't wrong.
You weren't wrong.
I wasn't right either.
I mean, we'll give that in your positive side.
Okay. Ding.
Yep.
Okay, next.
Mike says, would it be possible for Timber Tear and Tremors to get a second train?
I mean, I think anything's possible at Silverwood. So I'm going to say yes. It's possible,
Yes,
right?
for sure. Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
okay.
you're right.
What would that take?
So it would take probably new track,
Okay,
fully new
okay.
track, because you'd have to switch. You have to get a new train,
Okay.
and you'd probably want the same trains. So you'd have to get 2 new trains. If you haven't noticed, part of Tremors at least is, and Timber Tear now is fully steel, and other part is wood, and there's topper track too, which is a steel on top of wood. And so, in order to make that happen, we'd have to go fully
Recreate.
steel. We'd have to go get probably two trains, and we'd have to have a transfer track so that the train can come on and come off. So, is it possible?
Absolutely.
It's just a big project.
And so we'll see if that happens. But hey, email us. Let us know that you want it. So all these things. Okay. So I was right.
You're right.
Okay.
Yep, we'll take
okay.
that.
I like that.
So what are we, 2-2? 2-2.
Okay.
Christopher, when will a new family-friendly or family thrill flat ride be put into the amusement park side? This is the one thing when I come I notice would be super nice to have. Your only thrill flat rides are Panic Plunge and Spin Cycle.
When?
Yeah, when? Tell us when.
When? I'm going to guess.
Don't put any.
Let me go run off to Gary real quick and
Yeah,
ask
there you
him.
go.
Yeah, is that the right answer?
That probably is the right answer. But
yeah. It's up to Gary and his wonderful imagination and what he envisions. So
yeah, I think we're always looking for things, and we actually are about to leave for a trip to Florida called IAPA, which is the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions.
Okay.
And it's a big conference in Orlando, and we are leaving next week for it. So, and that's where, if you can think of anything in a theme park ever, it is there.
This is where you got the masks, right? For Scarywood? No,
that's
there's another one.
That's in St. Louis. Yeah.
Oh, so many cool.
So this one
conventions.
is literally everything. I mean, all the roller coaster manufacturers are there. All the flat ride manufacturers are there. Anything food related, anything retail related, games, bouncy house, anything from family entertainment to
Internationally,
escape rooms.
too.
Yeah, it is huge,
Fun.
huge, absolutely huge. So we'll have a report on that when we come back.
Okay.
That's
gonna
the
be
place.
fun.
That's the place where you go to find anything and everything.
Okay. So stand by would be the answer.
Stand by. I still don't think we'll know.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to talk to Gary about that one. So I kind of got it right.
Yeah, we'll give you half a point there.
Okay. Perfect.
I don't think you could ever get that one wrong.
No. There's no right or wrong.
Oh, we already
Oh.
answered this one a little
But
bit.
not the second half.
Sure. Jesse says, when does Silverwood start hiring for the next season, and what's the best job? So we'll test to see if you're listening.
Okay. January.
January what?
Oh, crap. Did you give a day? January 1st.
Yes, good
Okay.
job. Good job.
New Year's Day, we start hiring, and the best job is the PR manager, but that's my job, so you can have it. Deal? Was it right?
Sure, yeah. Yes. You were totally right.
Okay, I think so.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
If you were not the PR manager,
Okay.
where would you work?
I would be Fruity Pebbles the clown, but that's
Scarywood.
Scarywood.
Yeah.
I want to be like a ride operator at Stunt Pilot because those kids look like they were having so much fun this year. They were like dancing and yeah.
Okay.
Is that weird?
No, that's
Okay.
that.
Or the person who makes the cotton candy.
Cotton candy or ride operator. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go. You can't eat the cotton candy.
Okay, no, then I don't want to be that. I want to be the next Nick Norton
Okay.
because then I could hang out with his bird gypsy all the time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
You heard it here.
Watch out, Nick.
All
I'm
right,
coming for your job
All right,
now.
Sheila. Whatever happened to Garfield? I remember he used to be a big part of the park. I probably just aged myself.
I have the answer.
Okay, let's hear it.
I found him.
Oh no, you're gonna ruin it for people.
Well, I'm not ruining it. In fact, I didn't just find Garfield. I found Garfield and his twin brother, sister. And I found Odie. I found all of them. And Jordan was there when I found them. And we might have to post the selfie.
We'll have to because we're
Are we
actually,
allowed to? Will we get in trouble?
yeah, probably. So we can't post that.
Okay,
but-
we'll post it, but we'll put like little bars in front of the eyes so that nobody knows what it is. So
Well, we could. I mean, yeah. So
Okay, yeah.
Sarah Jean and I went on a little adventure trying to find a place to
Do the podcast.
host this podcast.
Yeah.
And we leave our stuff there, and
Yeah.
we went into door number 1, opened it up, and there
he
is
was.
Garfield and Odie.
And we shouldn't just say open the door. Like we had to get security. We might as well have gotten a crowbar. That door had been shut for so long that it was like
Yeah.
shut
But-
for good. But we found him and we
found
rescued him.
And we put his head on, and we.
Jordan, do you see this right here?
Yeah.
That's from when I fell.
You
This
fell?
is the little red one right
Oh,
here.
yeah, okay,
Okay.
yeah.
I might have. The head might not. I don't know how Garfield used to do it because I struggled. I tripped over some.
She almost fell straight on her
Yeah.
Garfield face, but
Yeah.
it
So
was-
all I
it was
got was
really
a
bad.
little scrape. But yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah. I dared Jordan to run around the park and look at all the security cameras, but that didn't happen. So maybe sometime. But so that's the answer. That is where Garfield is.
That's Garfield. Yes.
He is
Well,
in door number 1.
Oh, give it a half a
Okay.
point.
Okay.
So
Where is he really,
Garfield-
though?
Well, I mean, he's not at Silverwood.
No.
because we can't have him.
No.
Because
He's
we
busy.
licensed him, so
Yeah.
we bought the license to him,
Okay.
and the licensing got more expensive, and so we
He's a
decided,
big movie star
We
now.
decided to pull back on it, and our goal is to introduce new characters to
Mm-hmm.
the park that we've developed ourselves.
Like Dynamite Dan.
More,
Oh, I see what you're doing here.
Not like Dynamite Dan, but maybe more like bringing back Buddy Bear.
Okay. What about Marvin? Don't forget about Marvin.
Marvin is always going to be a mascot.
He's a big deal.
Sasquatch is always a mascot. So we
Can
have
we
our
see more
mascots.
Sasquatch next year?
No,
More Sasquatch.
we'll maybe introduce more of him, but
Okay, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. He should have a family.
yeah, that
Okay, I digress. Again.
maybe down the road we can go down that road.
Okay, deal. Okay, so I was right on that one.
Half.
Cool. Okay, I'll take it.
I gave you a full.
It's better than none.
Will you guys ever get a dark ride?
What?
Let's ask you, what is a dark ride?
I have no idea. A ride that goes in the dark.
Yeah, good job.
Boom. Yes. Will we ever get one? We're not open during the dark.
Well, okay, so this goes inside of a building.
Oh.
So a dark ride is any ride inside of a building.
Okay, so like the stars at in the galaxy at that place with the mouse.
yeah,
Okay.
that one.
Yeah. Okay.
That one, yes.
So
Haunted Mansion.
as long as we don't get rid of like Blood Bayou or something, yeah.
Well, yeah, we could.
It's the only building I know of.
I think we would love to have a dark ride. I
Okay.
think it's
Yeah.
just the amount of money that it takes to,
Logistics behind
and
it.
it's a big project. So, down the road.
Down the road. Okay.
It's not
Okay.
out of the realm of possibility for sure.
Well, I got what it was right, so do I get the point?
Yeah, we'll give you that point.
Okay. I'm doing good here.
Do people live at the park?
Do people live at
Like
the
workers
park?
and stuff. That's what this question says.
Yeah. I mean, I get to see them. They cross in front of me when I'm driving to my spot every day. And it's the funniest thing because it's like they're coming out of the woods wearing their Silverwood clothes. And I'm like, is this some like scary movie right now? And so, yes, people live at the park.
Yeah.
Who they are, I know their family.
Yeah.
Correct.
They are part of the Norton family. So
and don't
they're-
we have some housing?
Yeah, we have some housing
actors?
for people who come in and are working and maybe need
A place.
a place to stay. Yeah, and we do, whether it's actors. It used to be actors, but it could be anybody. Anybody
Okay.
that
Is it like a big dormitory?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's like it's a small single-story house, and then there's also like an RV.
So they get to know each other really well.
Yeah, it's very intimate.
Fun.
We have an RV, employee RV park over there too. So if you have an RV, you can come and park over there, and then
So
work.
what you're saying is when my lease runs out, I can buy an RV
This is not what I'm saying.
and live at the park. But I could.
Well, only in the summer.
Oh yeah. Where would I go in the winter? Okay.
Great. Well,
I could sleep in Garfield's room.
You got that point. You got that
Okay,
point.
got it. Woohoo. Okay.
How far ahead does the planning process begin for the new season each year?
Like 3 years.
At points, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Typically, I mean, we start really the planning process right after Scarywood, like the intensive, like right now.
Yeah.
But
Always thinking ahead.
But there are definitely things that are in the process for 3+ years in advance. Yeah. So we'll give you that one. That was a good one.
I'm doing good.
This one says, can you please finally get an RMC Wild Moose and iBox coaster as well as a Larson flying scooter?
It's like you're talking in computer code to me right now. I have no idea what any of that is. Please explain, Jordan.
So RMC.
Okay. Oh, RMC. Okay. Wait.
Rocky Mountain Construction.
Okay.
Which is just down the road.
Don't we
from
have
us.
one?
We have Stunt Pilot, which is
Okay, yeah,
which is an RMC single rail coaster.
Okay. So this person.
So this person wants a Wild Moose,
A Wild
which
Moose.
they really just unveiled last year, and it's the Wild Mouse roller coasters.
No.
The silence is deafening.
I only went to that place with the mouse.
Yeah, and they have one there.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have no excuses.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Wild Moose is a version of the Wild Mouse, and it's
Okay.
supposed to fit in that same footprint.
Oh, okay.
But it's like RMC-ified.
I
And so
mean,
it can, like,
if it's
has
a Wild
those-
Moose, it would fit here because
I know
we're very,
it's
yeah.
very moose friendly here. Yeah, we have lots of moose.
Lots
here.
of moose, yeah.
Moose.
Mooses?
It's moose.
Anyway. Okay. Apparently, Lindy's ghost
Yeah, did not
does
like that.
not like us not getting the word moose
Yeah,
correctly.
no, that was
interesting. How did that even happen?
Well-
For behind the scenes, if we keep this part in the podcast, we are recording for social as
Yes.
well. And I did a makeshift tripod with my phone with a coffee mug and a Christmas present. And it was shoved in there pretty hard. Here, do you want me to do it? It's a secret. And I guess the ghost here at Lindy's, which again, that episode will be coming soon, did not like my mooses.
Threw your phone across the room.
Like literally, how did that come out of there? And just that was really weird.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
I'm officially creeped out. So
so-
we're going to continue this conversation. iBox coaster, what's that?
iBox coaster is commonly referred to as like a hybrid type coaster. So it's an RMC coaster that uses steel.
And wood.
So
Okay,
it's like their famous coasters. They're extremely smooth. I'm going to be riding one next week in Florida. So
maybe we might, because once Jordan likes something.
I've already been on this roller coaster, and it's one of the best
Pretty
roller
awesome.
coasters
Yeah.
I've ever been on. So
Okay.
It's Iron Gwazi down at Busch Gardens. So
Okay.
I think we would love to have one too. We would love to have all of these. As
What's
well
a
as
Larson
Larson's
flying scooter?
Well, that's a flat ride.
Oh, okay.
And so
Why do I picture like E.T. in his wagon? Probably not the same.
no, it's not.
It's not a flying wagon.
No, it's not a flying
scooter.
wagon.
Okay.
But you should look it up.
Okay, I'm going to.
Look it up.
Yes. Okay.
We're not gonna
You guys
say-
look it up
yep.
too, and let us know if you would like to see any of those come to Silverwood. Okay. No points for me on that one. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, we might get negative points on that one.
Okay. Yeah. Fail.
How can I get my Scarecam photo? Are they all posted somewhere?
Scarecam photos are posted on our Scarywood Facebook page. So if your photo turned out, your photo can be found on the Scarywood Facebook page. But we
The
did just
face.
choose a winner.
Yeah, those are the faces.
Yeah.
We didn't post all the photos this year because
Okay.
it's just
Too
so
many. Okay.
So
Yeah.
if you got your face picture, your picture was good, and we put it on the top
Yeah.
100,
Yeah.
then that's where they
Okay.
went.
But yeah. And we did choose our winners,
We did choose our winners.
which you can go check those out on our socials.
Yeah. And fun
so-
fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Oh, yeah.
is,
Jordan's got to brag.
Yeah. The first place, that was my scare. Yes, my scare, and I got an award for it. So
Oh, did you
yes,
really?
I got
Okay, that's awesome.
a trophy that FX made that says best scare, and I presented it, and none of the haunters liked that I won that. So
Why do we not have that like sitting right here on the podcast
We
table?
should.
We
We
really
should.
should. Can we post a picture of it with
Yeah.
our Garfield heads? Okay. Perfect. Next, so half point.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay,
half point.
Cool. Okay. Oh.
How old is Gypsy the macaw?
Okay, Gypsy, for those that don't know, is my favorite bird in the whole entire world, and I'm obsessed with her. And other people not so much, and I don't know why. I think if you're nice to someone, they're going to be nice to you. And so Gypsy and I are homies. Again, you'll see her during the magic show, during Phantasm. Mm-hmm. And I would guess, how old do macaws get to be? She's got to be like 60. No? Well, she's old and grumpy.
Well, okay.
Yeah?
Macaws lived about 50 years old.
Okay, so she's definitely not 60.
Not
Okay.
60,
Okay.
unfortunately. She's almost 15.
She's a baby.
She's just a baby still, almost 15 years old.
Okay, so she's just adolescent. She's just a teenager.
Yeah, that's probably
I
why
acted
she's
that
grumpy.
way at
That's
15
probably
too.
why she's
Like,
grumpy,
oh,
yes.
that's why we bond. Okay, so that's Gypsy. I love her, and she eats grapes.
She eats lots of fruit.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm
She's
gonna buy
great.
her some toys.
Yep. Everybody loves it when she
Yeah.
flies.
Yeah. I love it when she's just staring at me and telling me she loves me.
She's very loud.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get a point there. No,
Why? Oh, 'cause I said 60.
Yeah. Why? Okay. When do you guys decide to get new rides or attractions?
When Gary gives us the thumbs up.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you're right. And a lot of that does come at IAPA, which we're about ready to go to.
So fingers crossed, toes crossed.
Yeah, well, whatever we decide for this year wouldn't
Yeah, for a
be
while.
until the
That's
next
like
year or the 2 years
3
down the road.
years.
So,
That's
but
the
yes,
3-year
when
plan.
when we go and we see something that we might fit a space that we have.
Ooh, it's exciting. Okay, so I got that right.
Yeah, we'll give you that one.
Thank you.
Has Silverwood ever thought about getting more lodging, like hotel or glamping?
Oh my gosh, can we do glamping?
That'd be fun.
Oh my gosh, like, so here's a side note, so you know kind of a little more about me. I have this like unique stay issue. So some people spend money like on clothes or shoes or cars. I spend money on unique Airbnbs and hotels. And so how cool would it be to have like little like canvas tents?
Yeah.
And we could go, and you could sleep out in the woods by the train with Sasquatch.
Ooh. Yeah.
Fun. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, and a big giant wooden lodge, like.
Okay, now, yes, all that stuff would be really cool, but I don't think I'd want people near Sasquatch.
Has Silverwood
He's
ever
kind of
thought
expensive.
about it? I would guess yes, because we've thought about everything,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Everything. Yeah, we've definitely
Okay.
thought about it.
Okay.
Could happen still.
Yeah. 3-year plan. Maybe.
Yeah,
Is it
may-
at IAPA?
No, I think, yeah, you could find stuff like that
Okay.
at IAPA, but I think that it
Check out some
definitely takes
canvas tents for me, Kay.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Do
I get that point?
Yes.
Okay.
Do the buffalo live there year round?
I wish. I know this answer because I love all the animals. Buffalo, no. They go home. They go home to be wild and free on their range.
Yep.
But they basically so this is what I was told because I wondered the same thing. They are we borrow them for the season.
Mm-hmm.
We feed them. We take care of them. They get to live in our beautiful, beautiful property. And then we give them back at the end. So, yeah. And then we get new ones next year, right?
Yeah. So hopefully, sometimes we get the same ones back,
Yeah,
which is kind of ideal because then they know the
Yeah,
pen, they know
yeah, that's
everything
true.
about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, you answered that exactly right.
See, I know those things.
So we'll give you 2 points for that one.
Yes. Oh, yeah, making a comeback. Oh.
What's the score?
We've got 10
10
to 5,
to
6.
We've done that many. Okay, here we go.
Well, you got like points and I got points on some of them, and I got like half points.
Okay, right. True.
Yeah. So
What do you guys do in the off season? Do you have to get another job?
you would be amazed at how often
and this is
people ask me this.
very
They're like, "Oh my
often.
gosh, I'm so sorry. The season's over. What are you going to do?" And I'm like, "Go to work every day." So it's a 2-part question. So yes, obviously our part-time cast members and seasonal employees, they probably do have to find another job. But full-time employees, we're here hanging out. So and what do? We go sledding down roller coasters. We do a lot of planning. I know for me in the off season, it looks like read to ride, getting ready to start a new conductor family with our ambassador program. And all that good stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of organizing and a lot of color coding and a lot of fall cleaning versus spring cleaning. But yeah, lots of stuff. And Jordan, he goes and he checks out really cool roller coasters and does all the big, creative stuff for us.
There's a lot of planning.
I think
that's what that all comes down to is planning and budgets. And we have our big sales. So our Black Friday sale, our Cyber Monday sale, our Christmas sale, all those sales go. And then we get in, at the new year, we are hiring and getting ready for May.
There's really not
There's not much of an off
downtime,
season really for us. And then, so that's HR's busy time. And then we're getting all the shows ready and all that stuff. There's a lot that goes on in the off season.
This is where the fun happens.
And for maintenance specifically, they are working extremely hard on a project that we will reveal in the next couple weeks.
Yay. So excited. I thought you were going to say painting the bathrooms downstairs because I have had to pee so many times. I went down there and they were painting the bathrooms. So...
that happened to me too.
Okay.
But I was in there.
Oh, when they came in?
And they were in the stall and I didn't know that. And then they came out, head down, walking as fast as they can out of the bathroom.
Someone had broken in the park.
No, I knew exactly what was happening,
Okay,
but
good.
I thought someone was just in the stall, doing their business.
Funny.
And so I'm sitting there, and then I'm just standing there, right? And then all of a sudden they came walking out past me.
I would literally have a heart attack. I would have a heart attack.
Yeah, I
almost
think
did
they
have
were
a heart
pretty
attack.
embarrassed because they hightailed it out of there real fast. They walked right by me with their head down.
Oh, that's so funny. I used the one in the basement. You want to talk about scary?
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never even used that one.
If we've mentioned the Lindy's ghost before, there is a basement in Lindy's, and there is a bathroom past the freezers that I'm pretty sure hold dead bodies.
Oh, wow.
And it's dark and the lights flicker. It's super scary.
Just during Scary with maybe.
Yeah,
but
I know.
You
Lindy's
can
ghost.
go down and just go to the TOI bathrooms and they're really nice.
It was pouring rain today.
Well, that's true. Okay.
I'm high maintenance, but yeah.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
we're going to give you
again,
another point on that.
I don't even remember the question.
That was about the off season.
Okay, yeah. Lost track somewhere. Okay.
Okay, next one is when is Nick Norton coming back to do the magic show?
I saw him today. So soon, like May 1st, 3rd.
I think the plan is for him to come back next season.
Is he
and be
fixed?
ready. Yeah, he will be ready for next year.
Okay, good. He hurt himself.
Yeah, he had
little. So for those because we did have some people that didn't understand why he wasn't there during Scarywood season, and he was healing up from
he
an
had a
injury.
small injury, so he'll be back.
Okay.
He will be back.
So I got that right.
Yes. Will you ever update the houses at Scarywood?
Scarywood has houses? Oh, haunted houses.
Here we go.
Sorry. I'm still in lodging in my brain. We update everything. Are they talking about Blood Bayou?
Probably talking about like Blood Bayou, Pharaoh's Curse. All those have been there for a while. So fully updating them or fully making new ones.
There's always a chance. But I think we got to keep the OG haunt.
Blood
That's
Bayou,
just my personal
Blood
opinion.
Bayou is so good, and it's always so good.
Yeah.
And so I think that one will probably be here to stay. But we do tend to try to update all the other haunts as often as needed.
Yeah. And there are some things I know that Jordan has conjured up that could potentially come to fruition eventually. So, yeah.
There's a whole list of haunts that we have in the back of
guys
our
could
brain
get in
ready
his
to
head.
go. You don't want to be in there.
Oh, it's great. The creativity in this guy's head is unreal. So, yeah, lots of cool things to come.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So I got that right.
Yep, you got that one right.
Yes. Okay, so we have one more. That's it?
One more.
The grand finale question. Okay.
The grand finale question. Why does it smell like sewer when standing in line for timber tear?
Because so many people poop their pants on the ride.
Yes.
Because they're scared to death.
You want it, yes.
Is that right?
No. That is maybe right.
Okay,
but
partially.
We do. So we have our own wastewater sewage treatment plant. And
We do?
Because we're not on sewer. So we have our own whole department that handles all of the wastewater and sewage that comes into the park. And so that treatment plant is just down the way across the road and down the road.
So depending on wind.
It's how the wind blows,
Okay.
unfortunately. But we are doing our best to, make sure that we are keeping the water and everything nice and clean and everything's going to the right spot. That's kind of what we're doing.
We're doing our duty. And sometimes
Multiple
it stinks.
duty is the correct word for that one.
there.
That is the our duty. Yep.
Okay.
There
Jeez
always
Louise.
has to be a joke about that.
Oh man. Well, so that was it.
That was all the questions. We would love to hear more.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, please either hit us up on social media or email podcast@silverwoodthemepark.com.
Yeah.
Send all your questions. We love to answer them, and we try to feature them in every podcast that we do.
Absolutely. So guys, that's it for this episode. I think the next one's going to be pretty exciting. So make sure that you that you subscribe, and send us in those mail train questions, and we will see you next 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. And that's a wrap on this week's ride. Thanks for tuning in to The Silverwood Show. If you had a blast, make sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share the fun with your fellow thrill seekers. Got a question, story, or suggestion? Send it our way to podcast@silverwoodthemepark.com for a chance to be featured in our Mail Train segment. Until next time, keep your hands and feet inside the podcast and stay thrilling.
Let's go again!